This is your boy J Box Power here. And man, I got something I got to show y'all. And let's just say that I've seen a lot of shit in my time, okay? I've seen a lot of shit in my time. But I was at work and my friend of mine, he was like, "Yo, have you heard that Kendrick Perkins and Redick going on about Jokic?" So I went back and watched it, and I couldn't believe the amount of blasphemy that I heard coming out of Kendrick Perkins' mouth. So, normally I stream video games and all that other stuff, but I'm actually going to start doing this more often, where I'm going to start doing like reactions and all that other stuff. So, and also starting next Thursday, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a podcast next Thursday, featuring with some coworkers of mine, and we've been talking hip hop. So this is really, really, really going to get crazy. This is really, really going to get crazy. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and let's listen.
Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray led Denver's comeback win over the Raptors. Jokic almost had another triple-double, finishing with 17 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 assist shy of that triple-double. Winners in 8 of their last 9. Denver improved to 46-19 on the year, 30-4 at home. Let's flash back to Perk and JJ on Jokic.
Well, don't come giving me this stuff about a triple-double. I don't want to hear that. Since you're scared to say it, I'm going to say it. I'm watching Jokic pass the ball, and I'm watching his guys catch and shoot. No hesitation, good or bad shot. And players know what their stats are.
I'm just trying to think of a country phrase that is equivalent to Perk being a hater.
Are you sitting here saying that the reigning two-time league MVP is having his numbers back? You heard what the hell I said.
Love Perk. I strongly disagree with this.
Your best player on the floor has 8 games where he has single-digit shot attempts. Make that make sense to me.
Nikola Jokic does not care about stats, does not care about averaging a triple-double. Nikola Jokic, I hate to tell everyone, doesn't care about winning MVP.
And I want to tell the Denver fans, I am not associated with Kendrick Perkins' hate.
If you ask anyone that's been around since, he doesn't fight the game. He just makes the right play every time. He cares about winning a championship.
Guys know if they're 3 points away from having 50, if they're 2 assists away from having a triple-double, he starts searching for them assists.
The best argument I can make of why this is such a ludicrous statement, they're 23-0 when he has a triple-double. Let's not make up a narrative about a player that is just so unbased in reality.
You know what? We're like the UFC. We give you the debates that you want here. But in all seriousness, we're all teammates, but this is a debate show. So JJ, let's continue it. You're up first.
I'm going to go ahead and apologize to Perk, because I know that he doesn't like advanced stats, but often advanced stats inform us, they provide insight. They often reinforce what we see. So they kind of complement the eye test. I know you're an eye test guy and you don't like advanced stats, but I might use a few here. I just want to react, because I didn't hear this, the idea that his teammates shoot good or bad shots. So Second Spectrum, wonderful company, they installed tracking cameras in every arena 10 years ago. And their technology has evolved, and one thing we've learned from that is we can actually track which players crease. And Nikola Jokic is top 5 in shot quality created. So if you watch them play, Perk, and I know you do, sometimes you might not stay up late on the Mountain Time Zone, but if you watch them play, when he's deciding whether or not to shoot or score, he's often making a read, because that's what good basketball players do. They make reads, so if he's getting a double, he's going to kick. If he sees the help coming too early, he's going to swing it to the corner. a good pass? What's the most efficient corner three in basketball? The corner three. Look, Perk, I want to touch on something that they didn't bring up. This idea that Dirk and Steve Nash were favored to win the MVP because they're white. First of all, you stopped short at 1990. That was your cutoff point for players to win MVP not in the top 10 points per game, which is a stupid stat to judge MVP on. This isn't middle school. 1990, Magic won it. 89, Magic won it. 87, Magic won it. 87, he was 10th. 89, he was 15th. 90, he was 18th. Okay? We judge MVP year to year. You also said the criteria or the goalposts change year to year for certain players. No, it doesn't. We vote on the MVP. Hold on. We vote on the MVP based on that season. We vote on the MVP based on that season. It is a regular season award. Previous playoff runs have nothing to do with it. It's a regular season award for the most valuable player. And we can measure that, Perk. So maybe voters have gotten smarter. I want to talk about Dirk and Nash real quick, and I'll let you jump in. Dirk Nowitzki led the league in win shares in both 06 and 07. Led the league in offensive win shares in both 06 and 07. So yeah, he wasn't top 5 or whatever he was, top 10 in scoring. His MVP.
Just to add to that point that JJ Redick just eloquently broke down about Dirk Nowitzki. A thing that people fail to understand about Dirk Nowitzki in the 2007 season, when his team went 65-17. Another thing that people fail to realize is that Dirk Nowitzki was part of the 50-40-90 club. That is 50% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, and 90% from the free throw line, which he had a very, very great year. And at that time, he was averaging 24 points that season, which was very efficient. They didn't win the title that year because I think, last time I checked, I think they lost to the Golden State Warriors in the first round. But Dirk Nowitzki was on a tear that season. But let's continue.
The Dallas Mavericks were 67-15. They had the best record in the NBA.
67-15, my bad.
Steve Nash was the driver of the number 1 offense in the league, a team that jumped 20 wins and had the best record in the NBA. Who knows?
Okay, now with this point right here, this is where he was probably one of the more faulty MVPs that won this season. That won that season because he won 2005 and 2006. Yes, he made his team 20 wins better. That is absolutely correct. However, the only person that I seen, don't get me wrong, Kobe Bryant was averaging, I think he was averaging 35 points that season, but that was 42-40. If you take Kobe off that team basically maybe gets 4 to 8 wins. But did he deserve the MVP award? No, because his team was not flourishing. His team was not flourishing, and they barely made it into the playoffs. The only person I can make a strong case for that season, for both those seasons, was Shaq, and I can make a strong case for Tim Duncan, because Tim Duncan was playing out of his mind that season, and Shaquille O'Neal was playing out of his mind that season as well. So, I mean, yeah, Steve Nash did deserve the MVP award because, in a way, because the Phoenix Suns, they did their business. They did what they had to do. They didn't get to the finals. I think both times they lost to the Phoenix. I think they both lost. I think one time they lost to my San Antonio Spurs. I think the other time they got eliminated. I think they got eliminated by the Los Angeles Lakers. If so, you can go back on me on that. I will admit that I'm wrong. I'm not the best basketball historian when it comes to basketball, but but that's definitely what I can remember. But let's continue.
06 to me is one of the weirdest MVP seasons ever. You can make an argument Nash probably shouldn't have won it, but he was still the driver of the number 1 offense in the league.
Facts.
The 2 best teams that year, the Detroit Pistons, 64
Facts.
wins, the San Antonio Spurs, 63 wins. Guess what? They didn't have a So that was just a strange thing. You could have given it to Kobe. You could have given it to Shaq. You could have given it to Tim Duncan. They gave it to Steve Nash. It's not because he was white.
It was just a strange thing. It was just a strange.
Well, why did you cut it off in 1990? Because that was convenient.
See, that's why I was waiting on. See, this is what's up, Christian? See, this is why I did my homework. So, Kendrick Perkins, you bum. Let me go ahead and drop some knowledge on you real quick, homie. If you didn't know, there were only there's only 8 NBA. I'm gonna try to quote this in the right way. There's only been 8 white NBA players that has won the MVP award. There's only been 8 white players that won the MVP award. And I'll name them off the top of the list. 1956 to 1959 was Bob Pettit. 1957 was Bob Cousy. 1973 was David Cowens. 1978 was Bill Walton. 1984, 1985, 1986. The only player in NBA history to win it back-to-back seasons. The dog himself, Larry Bird. Steve Nash, 2005, 2006. Dirk Nowitzki, 2007. And Nikola Jokic at 2021 and 2022. Those are the only 8 players in NBA history that have won the NBA MVP, and they were white, ladies and gentlemen. There's only been 39 players that's only won the MVP award, and the league had the NBA league has been with us for 66 years. Let me say that again. There's only been 8 white players that won the MVP award.
I'm just saying, hold on, time out. It was just a strange thing that it just happened. It was just a strange thing. In 2006, when Kobe averaged 31, when he was playing with Kwame Brown and Smush Parker,
And what was the record that year? 42 and 40.
See, Kendrick Perkins, this is when you need to start doing your history, buddy. I just said, and Kendrick and JJ Redick just said, that year the Lakers was 42 and 40. They were 42 and 40. They barely made it to the playoffs. He was averaging, it was 31, and it was 31 points. Now that I think about it, it was 31 points. But they were 42 and 40. Come on now. I hate to say this, but one thing about me is I don't care if I'm on my way to work, if I'm on my way to work, or if I'm home off work, or just spending time with my wife or whatever. I'm one type of people is, if you want to talk about something, I'm going to see if you got a paper trail. I sat up here and wrote notes down on my phone while listening to this video. All right, let's keep going.
You want to talk about when I was saying and preaching about moving the goalposts. The reason I asked that question was for the simple fact that what I'm saying is I don't know the criteria no more. I don't know if it's because it's the number 1 seed. I don't know if it's the number 6 seed. I don't know how you judging it. Is it we judging off of advanced stats or who's the most valuable player? You take them off the seed. We don't know. But we do know this. Since you do want to bring it up, we do know this. That when it comes to MVP voting, 80% of the voters are white Americans. 20% are others. I know that stat. If you want to talk about advanced stat, I do.
First of all, that's a weak ass argument. First of all, you have to Kendrick Perkins, this is what you need to understand. The NBA is dominated by African American players. The NBA is dominated by African American players. I just said that 8 players that won the NBA MVP were white. So 39 from 8 is 8 from 39 is what? That's 1. That's 31. So that means is 31 of those other players that won the MVP award were black. I really wish Stephen A. and Kendrick Perkins would stop pushing race into this. I really would, because it's driving fans away. Hell, I don't even watch First Take anymore because of shit like this. If you really, really, really want to break it down further, then matter of fact, let's put it in from this perspective. Jokic, the last 2 seasons, has led in PER. And you can ask Jokic that the man does not care about stats. He doesn't care about stats. He wants to win a championship. Yes, Denver is definitely in first place. And Jokic is averaging a triple-double. He's 14th in points. He's 4th in rebounds and 3rd in assists last time I checked. But why is him being white makes it a difference of him winning the MVP award? Let's continue, man.
That one. Now let's talk about this shit. And let's talk about the stat pack. What I said was, I'm never taking anything from when it comes down to Jokic being one of the most skilled big, if not the most skilled big to ever play the game. I'm
Cap.
not taking away nothing from what his IQ is and his level of play and how he's able to make others around him better.
Cap.
I will give a lot of credit to the front office for surrounding him with the pieces that fit around him. When you go out and get an Aaron Gordon, who's one of the best cutters in the world. When you go out and go get a Bruce Brown, who's also a hell of a slasher, Jeff Green, things to that nature. And you know that you need those type of players in order to play off of him. When you go get, when you have shooters like Michael Porter Jr., when you have a shooter like Murray, those players complement him well with the system that he has around him. And I'm not discrediting what he's doing.
Cap.
What I brought up to you, what you ignored, was when I asked you, I said, hey, JJ, you've been in locker rooms. You know exactly what the hell I'm talking about when I say about stat pack, right? I said, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Ain't the world knows it, JJ. It's not a crime. It's not a crime that your team wants you to go out there and get something. We just witnessed it with Giannis Antetokounmpo just 2 nights ago. He was...
Yo, I'm sorry I keep pausing the video, guys. I'm sorry I keep pausing the video, but his argument is so ridiculous. Like, you make it seem like they took it. Okay, you're basically saying when Giannis tried to go for the triple-double, right? When he tried to go for the triple-double, he got put on the bench. But when this argument is so stupid, but when he did with Jokic is on the floor and he's making the right play and he gets the triple-double, they keep him on the floor because he's white. Guys, do you see how dumb this argument is? All right, let's let's finish this video real quick because I gotta get my fiance's get my wife's chips. Let's continue with this video. Let's go.
One rebound away from getting the triple-double, and you know what happened? I saw his teammates over there saying, basically telling him, do it, Giannis. He tried it. The league rescinded it. So what? It happens around the league. And I brought awareness to it, and people got offended because it does happen. And guess what? It's okay. It's okay if it do happen. But my thing is, let's not sit up here and cry or sit up here and play this game.
Hold up, y'all. I just saw something real quick. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. There we go. Oh man, wait. Yo, where my camera went, bruh? Oh. Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. Y'all bear with me for a minute. Hold on. All right, here we go.
About, it's just a runaway favorite for us with the MVP candidate, and it's not even close. Because I would not allow it to be, I would not allow Joel Embiid, I would not allow Giannis Antetokounmpo to be disrespected. Giannis Antetokounmpo is averaging a career high in points right now. Team has the best record in the league. Joel Embiid has had, I don't even know the numbers of 40-point games that he has had, but damn it, it hasn't been done since Shaq, and it's by a landslide. The number of 40-point games he done put up this season.
Your argument is irrelevant.
Luka and Embiid is not watching to see the point differential for us, who's going to lead the league and score. It happens, JJ, and you know it happens. So for you to come over here and say, oh, that's not who Jokic is. That's not the type of person he is. It's not in his nature. Before Giannis did what he did 2 nights ago, did anybody think it was in his nature? Did anybody know how he was feeling?
I want to just say something. Stephen A., I mean no offense to you, and I mean no offense to First Take, because I think this show is extremely valuable. It is an honor to be on this desk every day. It really is. But what we've just witnessed is the problem with this show, where we create narratives that do not exist in reality. The implication, what you are implying, that the white voters that vote on NBA are racist, that they favor white people. You just said that. Yes, you did.
You did say that.
You did. That is exactly
You did say that.
That is exactly what you implied.
Yes, you did say that.
Hold on.
I did not call. I stated the facts. And you're not about to sit up.
We all know what you implied the other day. We all know what you implied just now. Hold on.
I stated it's the facts. It's the facts. It's the facts.
No, Kendrick, it's not the facts. You're race baiting and you're trying to gaslight people. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're gaslighting. You're trying to gaslight JJ Redick and trying to think that he's stupid. And the one thing I don't like is when people try to play like I'm stupid. JJ the whole time, his body language is basically saying, this motherfucker is not even listening to a word that I'm saying. And Stephen A. Smith he can't really say anything. It's because Stephen A. Smith is part of the problem. We need to start race baiting here, ladies and gentlemen. We need to stop the race baiting. Let's continue.
Secondly, no one said that players don't stat pad. No one said that players aren't aware of their stats within a game. You're talking about Giannis doing it. That has nothing to do with Nikola Jokic. My point that I made the other day, which is a valid point and which I will stand by, is that Nikola Jokic does not care. What he cares about doesn't fit your narrative. So your narrative to discredit him somehow, to discredit what he's doing, it's not based in reality, Perk. And no one is disrespecting Giannis. No one is disrespecting Joel Embiid. Look, earlier in the season, you could have made an argument for Luka for MVP. You could have made an argument for Tatum. Right now, 65 games, with 17 to go, there's 3 guys you can make an argument for. And they all have valid arguments. Embiid, Giannis, and Jokic, they all have valid arguments. Nobody's discrediting them. What is the evidence? I want to know. This is what you do. You're implying something. You're saying something. Jokic stat pad. No, he doesn't. White voters favor the white Europeans. No, they don't. No, that's what you're saying.
That's all. That is what you're saying.
No. What I made a fact of, I didn't. Time out. What I made a statement on was that I said it happens around the league. Along with Jokic, people knows what goes on. And for you to sit up here, and for you to come on here and you to say, that's not who Jokic is. Like, how in the hell do you know how another man is feeling inside? That's what I want.
Stop. Okay. Kendrick, I'm going to try my best not to be loud. But this video, this is why I started to get angry. Kendrick, this is what JJ has a problem with you on. Maybe I could break it down to more dense and more hood terms. What his ass is saying, motherfucker, you're saying that the man does not deserve the MVP award for the 3rd straight time is because he's white and he's stat padding. That's basically what the fuck you are saying. You're basically saying that Denver and Nikola Jokic has no business being in the conversation. But you are salty is because Nikola Jokic has the best odds to win the MVP award again. Let me read you his stats real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read you his stats real quick. Here we go. So, when it comes to rebounds, when it comes to point of PER efficiency, he leads the NBA with 38.1. Joel Embiid is right behind him at 35.5. All right, let that number stick. He's in first for PER efficiency at 38.1. All right. When it comes to points, hold on, give me a minute. When it comes to points, Nikola Jokic is 20th with 24.4 points per game. 24.4 points per game. Okay? Now, when it comes to rebounds, Nikola Jokic is averaging 11.8 rebounds a game. That's 3rd in the NBA. 11.8 rebounds per game. When it comes to assists, ladies and gentlemen, he's in 4th, averaging 10 assists a game. Like, I don't think you... Matter of fact, here's the crazy part that you didn't notice something, Kendrick. Did you know that Nikola Jokic is the lowest drafted player to win the MVP award? He went 41st in the first round. 41st in the first round. I don't think you understand. Like Jay Vega just said, without Jokic, Denver would be trash. Why you think Denver is going out grabbing other pieces that can play around him? It's like a nuclei. I mean, it's okay. It's like building a football team. You have to have your franchise player. Your franchise player is Jokic. Okay? But when it comes to Jokic, you need to put pieces around him to give him success. Same thing with Tom Brady. You have to give him a defense. You have to give him some people who know the system, that knows how to catch the ball and knows what they have to do to give Brady the most success. You have to put Brady into a system that he knows he's going to flourish in. That's what Denver is doing. They're like, okay, this is our nuclei. This is our main guy. Our main guy is Jokic. We have to go get pieces that can make him flourish in our system. And they got the head coach to do it. Let's continue.
I want to ask you, how the hell you know? A pair of lips can say anything. So listen, hold on, time out.
His teammates are around him every day because I talked to Mike Malone, who's been around him for 3
How would
years.
they,
You can learn a lot by listening. You can learn a lot by listening.
You know why? He just told you how he knows. Because he says other players could communicate with him and tell him how Jokic is. That's why. Matter of fact, did you see the recent interview where Jokic said he does not give a damn about stats? He just wants to win a championship. That's all he wants. Come on now.
Nobody knows how somebody feels. Nobody knows how somebody feeling inside. Like, what are we talking about right now? And the reason that I want to
So why are you going to imply it? Why are you going to imply it? Why are you going to imply it with Jokic then? Why are you going to imply it?
Can I talk for a second? The reason that I brought it up was when we started talking about triple doubles. All I said was, and Stephen A., you can correct me if I'm wrong. I said that when Russ was averaging a triple double, that he was getting crucified. He was getting crucified.
Because it wasn't helping the team. His triple doubles was not helping the team. Let me say it in slower terms. Because it wasn't helping the team. They were 6 in the seedings in the West. And last time I checked, that same season, that's when Dame Dollar hit that 3-point shot in it wasn't that series. I don't know who beat him that series. I don't know who did. But they only lasted I think they only got to the second round. But the thing that Skip Bayless has said it, Shannon Sharp has said it, and other NBA players have said it, that Russell Westbrook plays hero ball. He's not an efficient shooter. And he turned the ball over at a high rate. And his usage, don't let me get started on Russell Westbrook's usage. Russell Westbrook, matter of fact, around that time when Russell Westbrook was averaging a triple-double, him and James Harden around that time was really arguing for first and second place when it came to usage. Because they hold the ball for so damn long. Come on, man. Kendrick Perkins, get your facts straight. Let's continue.
For stealing Stephen A. Rebounds. But hold up. But stop. Jokic in 1-2, but listen to what I'm saying about the triple doubles. He was getting crucified, and it was clips going around saying, oh, you But guess what advanced stats and analytics could tell us? That, hey, if Russ grabbed a rebound, you can hurry up and start the break. You can hurry up and push the transition. That's what the advanced stats and the analytics will say, or the court on the camera will say. They'll say, why would Steven Adams, hold on, listen for a second. Why would Steven Adams box out, grab a rebound, have to worry about Russ, finding Russ getting open when you're taking 3 or 4 seconds off the 24-second shot clock? That's what the advanced and the coaching staff will say to his defense. So for my point, see, what I'm telling you is
You're telling me to listen for a minute, my brother. I've been listening for 12. I just want to chime in.
yeah, but you didn't let JJ talk. What you talking about?
Both of y'all, hold on. I let both of y'all talk. That's not true. I let both of y'all talk. I haven't said anything.
All right, go
I
ahead.
gave the segment to y'all.
Go ahead.
All right. JJ, let me say a couple of things. Number one, I did not agree with what Kendrick Perkins said when he talked about Nikola Jokic stat pattern. I just want to make that very, very clear. However, it is important to point out 2 things. Number one, Kendrick Perkins is absolutely right when he talked about the heat that Russell Westbrook was taking when he was recording those triple doubles.
False.
He was taking a lot of heat at that particular moment in time. That's number one.
False.
And number two, when Steve Nash won the league MVP, there were a whole bunch of folks that had an issue with it not being given to Shaq instead of him. And a lot of folks were African Americans.
I agree.
Now, I wouldn't go any further than that, but I'm just saying that's a reality that was transpiring. And as it pertains to First Take, you listen, I don't take any offense for what you said. I get where you're coming from, but I would remind you, there are a plethora of debate shows that tackle these issues, some more than others because they don't have 2 hours of television real estate. They're not number one, et cetera, et cetera. But the reality of the situation is, this is not the only place where these subjects get tackled. So when you bring that up, I just want to point that out, okay? At the end of the day, that's all I wanted to say. Outside of that, the only other point that I would add is this, and I'd like you to address this, but I want to go back to Kendrick Perkins to make sure he said all the points that he wanted to say. When Kendrick Perkins brings up, Nikola Jokic and how do you know what's inside of his head? JJ, only thing that I would say to you is, you know what he's told you. You know what teammates have told you. But in this industry, we can point to many, many facts, caught on camera, where guys say one thing and then they retire and they admit that this was what was on their mind. This is what happened. They weren't necessarily forthcoming or honest about what their intentions are. So it's a difference between saying, Jokic didn't tell me that. I don't believe that that's how Jokic is. And I don't believe that either. I don't believe he's stat pattern. But what I'm saying is, it's entirely plausible that might be something that he's doing, and it's something that he's not willing to admit. So I don't think it's completely off kilter what Kendrick Perkins is saying, and I understand where you're coming from because you spoke to the man yourself, you spoke to his teammates, they gave you their perspective, and you believe it. And that's all I wanted to say.
Can I just say one thing quickly before we pick it back up also, as far as
Alright, so that was pretty much the end of the video. So I'm gonna say my piece, and I'm gonna probably end this for another time. I believe that Jokic definitely deserves the MVP award. I say Giannis deserves the MVP award. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not high on Joel Embiid. I'm not. It's because he's choked twice in the playoffs. So I'm not high on him. Now, I will say this. Kendrick Perkins, you, sir, are a certified bum. Here's why. You are a player that only averaged 1 damn point. You want the damn bus driver. You sat in the back of the damn bus. That's number 1. Number 2, for you to sit up here and speak blasphemy on Nikola Jokic speaks on how bad your damn character is. This is the same guy that said LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan, and you have not said not one positive thing about Michael Jordan. I've done my homework. I've watched most. I went back and see. Have you said anything good about Michael Jordan, and you haven't? So, Kendrick, let me drop you some facts on you, sir. Let me drop some facts on you. Like I said, Larry Bird is the only NBA player in NBA history to win the MVP award 3 straight times. That's 3 straight years. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but he's white. Okay? Let me drop some more knowledge on you. Did you also know that Michael Jordan is the only player in NBA history to win the MVP 5 times? Oh, yeah, I don't know if you know this, but Michael Jordan is black, by the way. He's African-American. Let's continue. Here's another thing that you also did know. Did you also know that Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Giannis are the only players to win the NBA MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and a Finals MVP? Did you know that? No, you didn't. Oh, I don't know if you know that, but all those players are black. Let's keep going. Did you also know that Hakeem Olajuwon is the only player to win the NBA MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the Finals MVP in the same damn season? Do you know that? Oh, here's another thing. He is black. Do you also know that Steph Curry is the only player in NBA history to win the MVP award unanimously? Oh, here's another thing you did not know. He is fucking black. Here's another thing that you need to know when it comes to the MVP award. Did you know when Magic Johnson won the MVP award, the only time he won the MVP award, which was 3 times, he only was in the top 10 in scoring 1 time. Oh, I don't know if you know this, but Magic Johnson is black. And you're probably saying, Jay, why are you dropping all this? I'm proving a damn point. You don't need to be a certain color just to do good in a certain sport. Let me drop one more fact on you real quick. Did you know that Michael Jordan is the only player in NBA history to average 30 points in his whole entire career? Did you know that? Here's another thing. I just said this not too long ago. Michael Jordan is African American, meaning he's black. Stop speaking this wokeness bullshit. It's pathetic. Here's another fact I'm going to drop on you. Did you know Charles Barkley won the MVP award just because they got tired of voting for Michael Jordan to win the MVP? Did you know that? It's called vote fatigue. Go look that up. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go ahead and end this video because I'm already fucking annoyed. Hey, Kendrick, before you start, say, it's the facts, it's the facts, it's the facts. Do your fucking homework, you fat asshole. It's your boy J-Box Power signing off here. Man, I'm getting the fuck off here, man. I'm already pissed off for the night. Sit up here talking about he's stat padding with your bum ass. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm telling you, you may want to be here next Thursday. You may want to be here next Thursday. Because it's going to be some hot shit. We talking about hip-hop. We talking about rappers. You may want to be here next Thursday. We about to drop some heat. Thursday is going to be Podcast Thursday. You may or not want to miss that. I'm out. Peace.